Welcome to my channel, WC Worth Coins, your top source for the most valuable and interesting £1 coins. In today's video, we'll explore some of the rarest and most collectible $1 coins you should be looking out for. If you enjoy coin collecting, history, and uncovering hidden treasures in your change, make sure to watch this video until the end. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with fellow collectors. Let's dive in. The 1984 British £1 coin, featuring the legend Elizabeth D.G. Reg FD 1984, a fascinating and important piece in the evolution of UK coinage. This narrative will explore its historical context, design, technical. The 1984 £1 coin, a symbol of national identity and numismatic elegance. The British £1 coin, issued in 1984, stands as an enduring emblem of national pride and intricate craftsmanship. At a glance, the obverse of the coin bears the regal inscription, Elizabeth de Gregfde 1984, an abbreviated Latin phrase that translates to Elizabeth by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. This traditional inscription has long graced the obverse of British coins, tying each piece not only to the reigning monarch, but also to a broader legacy of sovereignty and religious history. The 1984 issue, however, is particularly notable for being part of a series that celebrated the United Kingdom's individual nations, and in this year, the spotlight was on Wales. Background: replacing the pound note in the early 1980s, the British government and the Royal Mint made a significant shift in the nation's currency. The one banknote, once common in everyday transactions, was rapidly deteriorating due to constant handling. Paper notes had an average lifespan of only about 9 months in circulation. Seeking a more durable alternative, the Royal Mint introduced the one coin in 1983, marking a pivotal moment in the modernization of British currency. This move was not just economic, but also aesthetic and cultural, offering an opportunity to represent different parts of the United Kingdom on the reverse side. The new series of pound coins would each honor a different constituent country. Of the UK, the 1983 pound coin had featured a generic Royal Arms design, but from 1984 onward, the Mint began rotating designs to feature national symbols. In 1984, Wales received its first and only design in the original pound coin series, the Red Dragon of Cadwallader. Design: the Red Dragon of Wales. The reverse of the 1984 £1 coin features the Red Dragon of Cadwallader, Y. de Draig Goch, a powerful emblem rooted in ancient Welsh mythology and heraldry. The dragon is shown rampant, standing on one hind leg with the other 3 claws raised, its wings extended in a gesture of fierce readiness. The design was created by Christopher Ironside, one of the most esteemed coin designers of the 20th century. Ironside had also been responsible for the reverse designs of the first decimal coinage in the UK in 1971. The Red Dragon is not merely a folkloric image, but a symbol of enduring resistance and national identity for the Welsh people. Its association with Cadwallader ap Cadwallon, a 7th century king of Gwynedd, lent it royal prestige. The dragon has since been used in various royal standards and heraldic devices associated with Wales. Surrounding the dragon on the coin is the simple inscription £1, making the denomination clear. The elegance of the design lies in its balance between bold symbolism and clean composition, perfectly suited to the compact canvas of a coin. Obverse: Queen Elizabeth II by Machine. The obverse portrait on the 1984 £1 coin was designed by Arnold Machine, whose depiction of Queen Elizabeth II was introduced in 1968 and remained in use until 1984. This would be the last year the Machine portrait appeared on pound coins before being replaced by the Raphael Makhlouf effigy in 1985. Machine's portrayal is regal and youthful, featuring the Queen wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, a wedding gift from Queen Mary. The portrait had been well received and symbolized a modern monarch, still youthful but dignified. The legend on the obverse, Elizabeth de Gregfde 1984, encapsulates Britain's traditions. Each abbreviation carries centuries of heritage: DG, Dei Gratia, by the grace of God; Reg, Regina, Queen FD, Fide Defensor, Defender of the Faith. Specifications composition: nickel brass, 70% copper, 24.5% zinc, 5.5% nickel. Weight: 950 grams diameter, 2250 mm. Thickness: 3.50 mm. Milled and inscribed, Plediole. WYF I'm Gulad, true am I to my country. A line from the Welsh national anthem shape, round minted by the Royal Mint, Llantrisant, South Wales. The edge inscription on this coin adds an intimate layer of cultural identity. Chosen from the Welsh national anthem Hen Wlad Fy Nhadau, the phrase reflects patriotism and pride, a rare and poetic element in modern coinage. The 1984 one-pound coin was minted in relatively large numbers for circulation, with a total of around 228 million pieces issued. Additionally, proof and uncirculated sets were produced for collectors, many of which remain in excellent condition due to protective packaging. Despite the high mintage, demand for well-preserved or high-grade examples, particularly in UNC, uncirculated or proof condition, remains strong, especially when part of a complete UK nation set. Collectors often seek full runs of the original one-pound series, 1983-2008, making each national design, such as the Red Dragon of 1984, a vital component. Legacy and numismatic value. From a numismatic standpoint, the 1984 one-pound coin has become increasingly collectible due to its iconic design, its symbolic representation of Wales, and its place in the now discontinued series of round-pound coins. After 2017, the UK transitioned to a new 12-sided bimetallic pound coin in an effort to combat counterfeiting, rendering the older round-pound coins obsolete in legal tender terms. However, these coins remain legal to collect, and their historical and aesthetic value continues to rise. While circulated examples are still abundant and inexpensive, typically worth face value or slightly above, UNC and proof specimens command higher premiums, especially when in original packaging. Coins certified by grading services like NGC or PCGS can also achieve strong prices depending on grade and eye appeal. The 1984 one-pound coin represents more than monetary value. It's a small circular canvas capturing the essence of Welsh identity, royal continuity, and British numismatic history. Its vivid red dragon, noble Latin inscriptions, and cultural edge legends make it a truly unique and evocative piece of coinage. In both casual collections and professional displays, the coin holds its place with pride, much like the people and land it was meant to honor. Whether admired for its artistry, symbolism, or connection to a bygone era of British currency, the 1984 one-pound coin endures as a shining example of how even a common coin can carry centuries of story within its metal walls. The 1990 British one-pound coin, which bears the obverse inscription, Elizabeth Gregg 1990. This coin is not only a piece of monetary history, but also a symbol of national pride, cultural identity, and numismatic elegance. The Basia 1990 one-pound coin, a heraldic tribute to Northern Ireland, 1990, the Royal Mint continued its now well-established tradition of celebrating the individual nations of the United Kingdom through the designs of the One Coin series, which began in 1983. This particular year, the honor went to Northern Ireland, with a striking heraldic reverse design that represented its rich cultural history and unique place within the United Kingdom. The Elizabeth de Gregg Fudd 1990. On the obverse of the coin is a Latin abbreviation steeped in tradition. It reads, Elizabeth by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. This formula connects every British coin not just to the monarch herself, but to the historical role of the crown within the constitutional, religious, and social structure of the UK. The 1990 one-pound coin, though small in size, carries deep meaning and a fascinating story from both design and historical perspectives. Historical context: the one coin series. The round pound coin had been introduced in 1983 to replace the less durable 1 pound banknote. While the banknote was subject to rapid wear and tear, the metal coin offered longevity and became a staple of daily British currency for over 3 decades. From 1984 onward, the reverse of each coin in the one series was devoted to honoring the individual countries of the UK, England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. 90 marked the third appearance of Northern Ireland in the series, following its previous representation in 1986 with the Celtic cross and brooch design. For 1990, a new heraldic design was introduced, reinforcing the series' role as both a practical currency and a rotating gallery of national symbolism. Reverse design: the heraldic flax plant. The reverse of the 1990 1-pound coin features a beautifully stylized flax plant encircled by a heraldic pattern. The flax plant has deep cultural and economic significance in Northern Irish history. For centuries, linen production, which uses flax as its primary raw material, was one of the most important industries in Northern Ireland. Cities like Belfast were once global centers for the textile trade, often referred to as Linenopolis in the 19th century. The reverse design was created by Leslie Durbin, a master silversmith and designer who also contributed to other coinage. His rendering of the flax plant was elegant, symmetrical, and symbolic. The plant rises from the center, detailed with fine leaves and flower buds, surrounded by a heraldic pattern that mimics traditional royal and state emblems. At the bottom of the reverse, the denomination 1 pound is clearly stated in serif lettering. Obverse design: Queen Elizabeth II by Raphael Macluf. The obverse of the 1991 coin features the third definitive portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, created by Raphael Macluf. This design replaced the earlier Arnold Machine effigy in 1985 and remained in use until 1997. Macluf's portrait is more sculptural and three-dimensional than its predecessor, capturing the Queen in regal elegance. She wears the George IV state diadem, a diamond-studded crown worn for the state opening of Parliament. Her shoulders are draped in royal robes, and the design is noted for its higher relief and dignified expression. The legend around the obverse reads, Elizabeth de Gregf du 1992. Elizabeth, the Queen's name DG, de Gratia, meaning by the grace of God, Reg. Regina, meaning Queen FD. Fidei Defensor, meaning defender of the faith. This legend is a continuation of the style first used in the reign of Henry VIII, who was granted the title Fidei Defensor by Pope Leo X in 1521, edge inscription, Unity and Mottoes. With many of the round pound coins, the edge of the 1991 coin is milled and inscribed, adding both aesthetic and anti-counterfeiting elements. The reeds, decus et tutamen, this Latin phrase means an ornament and a safeguard. It was first used on British coins during the reign of Charles II, and its dual meaning underscores the edge lettering's purpose, to both beautify the coin and make it harder to counterfeit. This traditional inscription was used on multiple pound coins from 1983 onward. Specifications: composition: nickel brass, 70% copper, 24.5% zinc, 5.5% nickel. Weight: 9.50 grams. Diameter: 2250. Mi thickness: 3.15 mm. Edge: milled and inscribed. Edge: decus et tutameno verse. Designer: Raphael Macluf, reverse. Designer: Leslie Durbin, minted by the Royal Mint, Lantrisant, South. Wales mintage and collectability. The 1990 1-pound coin had a relatively high mintage, with 136,850,200 coins produced for general circulation. In addition, brilliant uncirculated BU, and proof versions were issued for collectors, many of which remain in excellent condition. Despite the high mintage, the 1990 coin is sought after as part of the heraldic series and the broader $1 Nation series, especially by collectors aiming to complete full sets. While circulated coins are typically worth no more than face value, uncirculated or proof specimens, especially those graded and slabbed by professional services, can command premiums in the collector market. As the round pound coins were demonetized in 2017 and replaced with a new, more secure 12-sided version, older pound coins were withdrawn from legal tender circulation. However, their historical and cultural significance, coupled with the varied designs, have cemented their place in modern British numismatics. Cultural and historical significance. The 1990 £1 coin occupies a special place in British coinage history. It bridges the realms of art, history, and economics. Through its reverse design, it celebrates the industrial heritage of Northern Ireland, where the linen industry once helped shape an economy and a way of life. The flax plant is not just a nod to agriculture, but a reminder of the resilience and industrious spirit of Northern Ireland. From a broader perspective, the coin is part of a series that sought to unify the diverse nations of the UK through visual language, using symbols, plants, heraldry, and artistic design to highlight what makes each nation unique, yet part of a larger whole. This approach made the pound coin series more than just money. It became a circulating gallery of national identity. Conclusion: a coin of heritage and harmony. The 1990 £1 coin is far more than a piece of metal. It is a carefully crafted artifact representing monarchy, industry, identity, and history. From its obverse depiction of a revered queen to its reverse celebration of Northern Irish industry through the flax plant, it delivers a deep message in a compact, portable form. For collectors, historians, and everyday citizens alike, this coin is a symbol of the enduring connections between culture and currency. As round pound coins disappear from everyday use, pieces like the 1990 issue become valuable not only in numismatic terms, but as tokens of heritage, snapshots of design philosophy, and reflections of national unity. Would you like this transformed into a narrated script or infographic for educational or display purposes?